Hey y'all, hope you're having a good Wednesday. I just decided I had some things to share with you guys, and so I was just gonna pop on. So if you are watching the replay and you're not live with us here, then be sure to put hashtag replay below. And if you feel that this content is something that would help some of your friends, then please share this video. So I'm going to jump right into it. I've had some people asking about my calendar that I had posted, or talking about meal planning about a week ago, a post that I posted. So I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys a strategy that I use. And let's see if I can see the comments here. No. Whoops, there we go. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to jump on here and share a strategy with you guys. So I titled this the number one thing that is killing your financial dreams, okay? So how many of you actually plan out your meals and what you're gonna eat during the week? Probably most of you don't. You know, we live in a society where we're busy, our kids are in all kinds of activities, we're exhausted, and you know, as moms, working moms, whether you're working in the home or out of the home, sometimes at the end of the day, you can just be like, oh my God, like I can't even think about what I'm gonna cook tonight. You know, much less do I have the energy. So let's just go out and grab something. And so what ends up happening is we're not being as healthy as we could be. We're not feeding our kids the healthy meals that we really deep down really want to feed them, and we're throwing cash in the trash. Hey, Amanda. So I want to share with you what I do and what's really helped me, and what a mentor taught me. One of my mentors, her name's Danny Johnson. So this content, most of this content is I'm sharing her information. And if you want to check her out, she's amazing. And many of you that'll probably be on here know her. But you can look her up at dannyjohnson.com, and she's got a lot more info on this. But basically what she taught me to do is to plan out a meal calendar. She even provided me with a little template here. So what you do is you sit down on a Sunday, is when I like to do it. Saturday, if that's when you grocery shop. But you sit down on a Sunday and basically plan out what you're gonna have for dinner the whole week, okay? And you write it in. You know, first thing, instead of running to the store, go look in your freezer. You know, what do you have in your freezer that you can pull out for that week? What meat do you have? What vegetables are in there? There's all kinds of things that are in your freezer. And there's also all kinds of things that are in your pantry, and there's also all kinds of things that are in your refrigerator that you already have that you don't need to go buy at the store. So start with what you have and see what meals you can build around that. And what I do is I actually list out for each day what I'm gonna cook that night. And then if you're not using online grocery shopping, whoa, like you're totally missing the boat. When Walmart started their online grocery ordering, it totally changed the dynamic for me. It made things a lot simpler. They carry a lot of most of the organic stuff that I like to buy and feed my family. So it's less expensive, it's more convenient, it's more efficient, and I'm not running in Target and spending that extra $100 that I don't need to spend on just stuff because it's so cute, right? Okay, who's with me on that? So I basically plan my meal list out for the week. I write it in each day of the week, and then I get on Walmart.com, grocery.walmart.com, I think is what it is, and I make my order, and I go either pick it up that day or I pick it up the next morning. I will tell you, side note, if you live in our area, like weekends are extremely crazy at the Walmart pickup. I would not suggest that. Like a Monday morning is good. Anytime you can do or if you're I actually have done it on Sundays before church. That actually helps too. It's not very busy then, so you'll be able to get in and out really quick. And then what I do is I have a notebook that I'm gonna show you here. It's nothing fancy, so don't get too excited. It's a black notebook, and you know how you'll look on Pinterest, and I'm sure all of you have your boards on Pinterest like I do, right? For recipes and that kind of thing. Well, I actually print those recipes out when I'm gonna cook those, and I put them in my little folder here, okay? So when I am searching for like what I'm gonna cook for that week, I start in my little folder because typically these are things that I've cooked before, and I know my kids will eat that. So I'll start in here, and if I don't find something that I want to cook in there, then I will look in a couple other cookbooks that I really like, one of which is Deliciously Organic by Carrie Vitt. It's a really good cookbook. And then I also love the 21-Day Sugar Detox by Diane Sanfilippo. She is with Practical Paleo. If you know her, that's a great cookbook as well. And what I'll do is, if I'm using recipes from my cookbooks, I just fold the pages down. If I'm using them from my little handy binder here, then I actually put them in the side pocket. So my calendar and my recipes for the week stay in my calendar. They stay in my little side pocket. So every night when I go to start cooking, or in the afternoons when the kid get home from school, depending on if I'm putting it in a crock pot or not, then I pull that out. And it's right there. My recipe for that day is right there. My plan is there, and I know. And the cool thing about this is, hey Tanya, the cool thing about this is that when you get your meal plan for the week created, then you do next week, it's on a calendar, you can actually reuse these calendars. So you have a whole month of meals that you know, and you can make little notes like, well, you know, kids didn't really like this. Maybe you come up with another meal for that day, or you know, this lasted 2 days, so that could actually be 2 meals. But basically what it allows you to do is just really start to snowball your planning going forward for next month. And this is gonna help you make things a lot quicker. I'm all about efficiency because I have a lot going on, like I know all y'all do. So that really helps me. So how is this what's the one thing that's affecting your financial dreams? Guys, most of your money is being spent on food. Okay, if you're like trying to like get your budget like intact and like kind of figuring out like, golly, like how can we like get this thing under control? Start in your kitchen, start in your pantry and your refrigerator. Most of us have like 10 or 15 things that we could eat for breakfast in our houses. Okay, like legit, seriously. So that's what's happening. We're spending all of our money eating out. We're spending it on food that goes bad in our refrigerator, and we're spending it on, you know, stuff that we buy and we never cook. So if you can really start to get a little bit more organized, and again, it's all about planning up front. You know, if you can start on Saturday or Sunday to plan for the week, this is where it all starts. That's the first step. So if you can do this, then, you know, you could probably shave $500 or $600 off your monthly budget just from getting your meals in order here and not eating out as much. If you look at it, you know, most families are spending $1,000 to $2,000 a month on eating out and on grocery store. Like, what are you spending? I would love for you guys to comment below and tell me that, like right now, like what are you spending on the grocery store, you know? And that's another thing. Again, planning will help you cut that down. So if you're trying to figure out how to go on that vacation you want to go on, if you're trying to figure out like, man, you know, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I work from home, I don't want to go back to work, like what can I do? I would tell you, start in the kitchen. Start with your grocery planning, start with your food budget, and that is really gonna totally change the game. So I hope this helped you guys. Again, if this is helpful to you, please share this video. And if you've never jumped on one of my lives before, please comment below and say hi. I love to interact with you guys. And I just hope this was valuable to you. It's really helped me out a lot, and I hope it helps you. So go have a great Wednesday. Talk to you soon.